Welcome to the Halloween edition of the Burt Williams Show. We have some spooky highlights for you, and this one turned out to be a nightmare on Davenport for a Carolina Tech team. We have all your highlights here. You're watching the Burt Williams Show.
Welcome to the Burt Williams Show, Inside GMC Football. Sponsored by Oconee Regional Medical Center, Park, Milledgeville Coca-Cola, GMC Junior College Booster Club, and Adidas, the official outfitter of GMC Football.
Coach, you had an NC Tech team come in on Thursday night, undefeated. You knew they were going to have a lot of athletes, but we really came out ready to play.
I thought we did the best job top to bottom playing a complete game. I mean, from the first play to the last play. Offense, defense, special teams, we really came out ready to play with high intensity. Did a good job executing for the most part. Had the fewest breakdowns, I thought, of the year, and our guys really did a nice job on Thursday night.
We have some explosive highlights, and they're coming up next.
I heard someone ask the other day, how did that law ever pass? But they never even contacted their legislator. My teacher says legislators are concerned about what people think and want to hear everyone's opinion, even mine, and I can't even vote yet. People ask, where's my voice? To me, it's easy. You can call, write, or email your elected officials anytime and let them know how you feel about an issue. Am I missing something?
Learn how you can make your voice heard by logging on to representativedemocracy.org.
Is that thing getting closer? Look how high that thing's going. Look out there, look at the debris.
Give me the camera.
No, just drive, I've got it.
Zoom in, zoom in.
I can't believe this is happening.
Oh, the size of that thing.
It's everywhere.
Are you getting this?
Yeah, I've got it. What was that?
It's the National Guard.
How'd they get here so fast?
I don't know.
Pull over, pull over.
Do you have what it takes to head into the heart of the storm? Check out NationalGuard.com.
Coach, it ended up just being a beautiful Thursday night for football at Davenport Field. We're going to come out here, win the toss, and defer to the second half. That seems to be a strategy that we've taken this year.
Well, you know, it's you like to be able to control the tempo in the second half, starting out on offense and kind of knowing exactly where you got to go and what you need to do. And so we just kind of have gravitated to that. You see us starting off right here. We get a deep kick, and we don't quite set that edge on our left coverage side to turn them back to the pursuit coming off the right, but do a pretty fair job, get them down about the 30. And then the defense really shows you they came to play. Guys are in the backfield defeating the blocks and just applying the first of many snaps of pressure on NC Tech's quarterback. And you can see also right there they had a little bit of an issue at times on the snap. They lost their center in the first quarter against our guys in play, and also their backup guy had a tough time on the evening.
And we come out here, guns firing down the field, just hit Willie on a great throw right here by Shaddix for the score.
Yeah, Dylan's done a nice job. He saw the safety kind of rotating over there with the motion, and had one-on-one with Willie, and you know that's a pretty good matchup most of the time. Willie's an outstanding player. Dylan threw a ball out there that he could adjust to and make the catch, and we're up 7-0 right off the bat.
PAT's good. We come back out here, going to get a deep kick and do a little bit better job here on trying to, like you said, set that edge and get this contained.
Yeah, you know, we had Jalen Myers right there, made him run that bubble back around to avoid that, and again, starting off right there about the 30. A little bit better with that than what we'd done the first time. And you know, you can kind of see the athleticism of their skill guys there at NC Tech. The quarterback could really, really run, and he was a guy that had concerned us. You know, great catch there on the sideline as well, and you know, really we're a little bit soft right there in coverage. We don't get that interception. It hit the ground right there. Good call by the officiating crew. And you know, we force a punt, and thankfully their punter had an off night too. You can see that's his second tough punt right there, but gives us really good field position.
Yeah, that was a 4-yard punt. And we come back with Shaddix here in the gun, gets a little bit of happy feet and can't find the receivers downfield. We stall right here and have to punt.
Yeah, that was a little, disappointing. Dylan has done a wonderful job for us last couple of weeks, and just has to have a little bit more patience right there and let some things develop. But he gets a great punt off for us. We pin them back, and defensively we get a turnover right here, so we get the ball down in great position right here anyway to come out here on offense and run a little trick play we've been working on, and looks like a really good block right there by Dylan Shaddix, but we got a flag on it, and we're going to get a penalty there on a nice end around by Willie Carmichael.
And Shattuck's going to come back out here rolling out, hit Willie again, but still come up just a little short of this first down.
Yeah, we wanted to try to get a first right there. They covered the deeper route and did a nice job rallying back for the tackle. But Josh Hall comes in for a nice field goal and puts us up 10-0, so we got something out of the trip down there.
We come back here, what you were talking about, the edge, we kind of collapse down inside and they get a big return.
Yeah, we're supposed to have a safety right there. Quanta Barfield's our safety on that, and he had his back to the play right there, just really not focusing, and that was one of the breakdowns that we had on the game that cost us. But right here they got a big return. It's a 10-0 game. Still close. Defense is going to do a great job here bowing their back, and it's going to keep them out of the end zone. And notwithstanding what you see right here, we do tip drill rather than just catching it, unfortunately, and we give them the ball inside the 5. And I probably shouldn't let the cat out of the bag. But we're going to have a nice goal line stand here and keep them out and cause a turnover after a few plays, and we get in the end zone, and we're going to get the ball out on the 20.
We're going to come back out with that ball, and we're going to pick it up on a 3rd and 5 play where we're going to come out and hand the ball to Edwards. He's going to pick up a few, but still comes up a little short. Yeah,
one thing NC Tech did was really keep the box occupied in this game. Never less than 7 most of the time. They had an 8th rallying back in, and we come up short. Should have thrown the slant behind the bubble there to Neely. Again, need just a touch more patience right there on that route. We would have what we needed, but come up short, and they come out and hit a big pass right there. But very nice ball and very good job by their receiver laying out and catching it. And again, our defense's back is to the wall a little bit here, and they've got to find a way to keep them out. They had a very good fullback, thick, strong young man, and he had some good runs on the day. But we come out and we hold them to a field goal here, but we rough the kicker. They elect to take the penalty, take points off the board, and try to punch it in here. And defense really has their back to the wall now. We got to make something big happen. And fortunately, our defense, again, we're rallying to it. We get a hold there on the edge, kind of push them away, and the guys are just really playing lights out on the defensive side of the ball.
And then you can start seeing the center troubles. They had a bad snap here, going to get tracked down by Resby, making a nice open field tackle. Then coming back again, the quarterback's going to bobble it a little bit again, try to take it himself, and Resby's going to bring him down.
Yeah, again, the athleticism of their quarterback was really astounding, and something that we had game planned for all week. And Taborn was a big part of that. Taborn does a nice job on the defensive side, one of our most dependable players over there, and a good job getting him down. And they try a little fake punt there and get something, and they get a few, but not enough, and we get the ball back out here on offense. And what a great play right here. Got to give Coach McKnight the props there. And he called for this play at this time, and we sent it in. And really nice job by Tyrone Grant there on the reception. He really sold the reverse, a lot of patience, stayed in stalk mode until that corner, really bit on the reverse, and then he shot right by him, and nice throw by Willie. So it all worked out good for us.
Come back here, get a nice deep punt, and going to do a great job on coverage and actually keep them inside the 15-yard line.
Yep, one of our best coverage jobs of the year. I think, again, the hang time on Josh's kick, and just really did a nice job helping our coverage get down there. And again, you can see some of the snapper woes and the pressure that was coming. Really our nose guard, you got to give some of the credit to our nose guard for being in that center's face all the time. And what a nice job right there by Jalen Fields. To be able to maintain a position to make a tackle on that quarterback, you got to figure Jalen's about 270, 275. Really gives you an idea of his athleticism. But we get a safety there, and we're at the end of the half, and just a few seconds remaining, and we do a nice job on this hurry-up offense right here. Great throw to Corey Washington here out on the curl.
Then we're going to come back and hit Corey again on the other side, and he almost takes this one in, comes up just short of the goal line.
Yeah, thought he was going to be able to get it in there, but we're doing a nice job hurrying up and had one timeout left. We took it right here and, fake our run that we've been so successful with and hit Chris Hurley, coming out of the tight end position right there for a touchdown.
And that was a nice job by Shaddix of being able to put some touch on that ball and make it catchable for the tight end.
Absolutely. I mean, it did require a little bit of touch there, and he didn't panic, didn't rush it. Just really did a nice job of executing the play from the play fake to the rollout and putting a nice ball out there for Chris.
And Shaddix picks up right where he left off, being able to be successful with that deep ball right in the opening snap.
Yeah, Dylan really, again, we talked about this last week, but he's continued to do a nice job with what we've asked him to do on the offensive side of the ball. He hadn't forced balls, hadn't created turnovers, and putting the ball in position for our skill guys to make plays. And you can't ask for much more than that. I think he was 15 of 18 on the evening, so with 3 touchdowns. That's pretty good work.
Well, the Dogs are up 26-0. Your second half is up next. You're watching the Burt Williams Show.
I heard someone ask the other day, how did that law ever pass? But they never even contacted their legislator. My teacher says legislators are concerned about what people think and want to hear everyone's opinion, even mine, and I can't even vote yet. People ask, where's my voice? To me, it's easy. You can call, write, or email your elected officials anytime and let them know how you feel about an issue. Am I missing something?
Learn how you can make your voice heard by logging on to representativedemocracy.org.
Is that thing getting closer? Look how high that thing's going. Look out there, look at the debris.
Give me the camera.
No, just drive, I've got it.
Zoom in, zoom in.
I can't believe this is happening.
Oh, look at the size of that thing.
It's everywhere.
Are you getting this?
Yeah, I've got it. What was that?
It's the National Guard.
How'd they get here so fast?
I don't know.
Pull over, pull over.
Do you have what it takes to head into the heart of the storm? Check out NationalGuard.com.
Got the drill team out here providing some halftime entertainment for all the fans that were there. Coach, we're going to come out and we're going to receive this ball. They're going to come out with a squib kick. Mobley's going to pick this thing up and do a nice job returning it.
I tell you, Caleb, he can run the ball effectively, if we can get him downhill right there, and that's a great opportunity to do that. And does a nice job securing the ball and gets a big return for us right there. And, we come out here, nice job, Jarrett Neely coming across on the scan on the protection. And good job getting the ball out there to Corey to give him a chance to make the play. Corey got hurt a bit right there. Had a bad face mask on the tackle and kind of wrenched his neck. Nothing serious. He came back in later in the game, but then we hand the ball to Javante to punch it in for the score.
He walks in and gets scored, and the point after is good as well. That's going to bring it to a 33-0 mark, and which is a great way to start out, is coming out and scoring on that first drive.
Well, absolutely. Again, one of the biggest things we wanted to challenge our guys with was maintaining their focus and their intensity, during the second half. These guys can score quick. They got a lot of speed, and we don't want to get to a situation where we come out struggling and don't play well. So guys really did a nice job scoring right away. Defense came out, shut them right down, and we got force a punt, and we've got a chance to get the ball back on offense.
We come back out in kind of our wildcat or wild dog formation, letting R.J. Robinson take it here. And I tell you, R.J.'s a guy that you've mentioned has been dinged up, but you can just see the talent there. He can take a game over when he wants to.
Well, that the balance, the speed, the power, he can do all those things, and he can accelerate, and he's so smooth. You can see him right there, a little power running over the safety coming up to try to tackle him. And, just really, the sky's the limit for R.J. It's nice to have him back fully healthy. And right here is one of the few times we gave up some pressure and gave up a sack right there. They started giving us some four-to-a-side blitzing and bringing some more extensive pressure in the second half, trying to get back into the game. But, we punt away. Dylan does a great job on the punt. Nice break right there. Demetrius Washington on the ball and knocking it away. And defense, again, is, out here working hard, trying to keep these guys from moving the ball. We had a little bit of softness on the coverage right there, give up a first down. And we get a little bit lucky on this 4th down play right there. He had us beat across, got inside of our dog, but he drops the ball and we get it back on offense. And here's Dylan doing a nice job with his feet, and we get the benefit of a late hit on their safety.
Then we come back here, another run with Robinson hitting this right side, running hard, dragging tacklers with him, and you start getting a little chippy out there on the field about this time.
Yeah, well, you know, got a little extracurricular stuff. Some of their guys, I think, are getting frustrated, and a lot of additional contact after the whistle was blown, and you know, that type of stuff just doesn't need to happen. And you know, we talked to both sides and got it handled there. But yeah, for a while there, you can see the frustration kind of taking hold. And right here again, RJ, you can see the speed, you can see the fluidness. Great job of blocking on the outside, but also a nice job of running the ball by RJ.
And PAT was good, and that brought it to 40-0. Then we come back out here, get a nice high kick, and almost get lucky with a bounce right there.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing again with their skill and speed back there, returning kicks. You know, we went to a little bit different setup and started doing some sky kick, and they had a pretty big hole right there, and we wanted to make sure we did a great job in coverage, and you saw a really good job there. And then Brandon Golson, what a great interception and return. And you know, now we're kind of getting a little bit sloppy right here. I was getting a little frustrated here. We got to send guys in, and we got to make plays and do a good job blocking and let our guys run the ball well. But nice job on the tunnel screen. Corey Washington, you know, again, he's done well for us all year, and nice job executing that, and good job blocking the screen for us.
And we then stretch it to 47-0. Gonna get a short kick here, but not giving up any return. And Coach, you're really taking control of this ball game right now. But the thing that's most impressive is that we continue to keep executing and keep applying pressure.
And you know, really the good thing here is we got a lot of freshmen on the field on defense right now. Basically tried to leave just one sophomore in there at linebacker to make sure everybody was getting the communication and all. But probably the best job our linebacking core did on the year, fitting the blitzes, communicating what was going on, you know, all the way around the dial there on defense, and making sure we executed properly. And you know, here Nico rolled out. We had a boot called, and they dropped the safety down to cover. We were just trying to get a first down. It was 3rd and about 15, and he saw the safety rotate down and leave the middle post open, and he went through his reads and did the appropriate thing right there and got the ball to the open guy.
And we're going to come back here. They're going to get in the gun, and we're still able to run up the middle almost untouched, and some more of that just hitting the gaps that you were supposed to, that you mentioned.
Yeah, you know, again, not just bringing pressure, but bringing it well and closing down the running lanes. You can see, you know, right there we give up some yardage on the scramble, not a lot. But, you know, it came from a missed tackle. We actually had fit into the rush lanes well, and just did a nice job on the night against a very talented young man at quarterback for NC Tech.
And we stop them right there. They're going to come out, line up for a punt, and have a fake and catch us right here a little bit and pick this first down.
Yeah, you know, after doing it earlier in the game, you know, we had told them to, you know, keep your eyes open. Don't fall asleep right there, and kind of gave them one right there we shouldn't have. And they come up here and throw a nice ball down the seam. They, you know, put a little bit too much air on there, gave us time to react to it and knock it down.
And this kind of sums up their night on a 4th down play here. Just roll the snap back there, picked up by the running back, and we're just going to swarm to the tackle and end the game right there.
Absolutely. Again, the pursuit of our defense, I think you had 9, maybe 10 hats get in there on the ball at the end of the play. And another great thing we did on the night, and really we've done good all year, is great team pursuit to the ball, but really a couple times Thursday night it was just really exceptional, getting all those guys in the frame at the end of the play.
And against an 8-0 team, you held them to less than 200 yards total offense, and we had over 400. I mean, just an overall team win. Yeah,
you know, it really was. Again, defense did a nice job not letting them extend drives, keeping their production down, and kept them off the scoreboard, which is the main thing they have to do. And then offensively, we were able to execute from start to finish, and did a nice job taking our shots and making the big plays when we called them, and also being able to grind out and get first downs and take a regular drive to them. So really pleased, and special teams as well did a nice job on the night. So hats off to my guys, and you know, they were preparing for President's Weekend as well that week, so they had a busy week, and they did well there too. So it was a good week all the way around for the GMC Bulldogs.
Well, don't touch that dial. We'll be right back to wrap things up. You're watching The Burt Williams Show.
I heard someone ask the other day, how did that law ever pass? But they never even contacted their legislator. My teacher says legislators are concerned about what people think and want to hear everyone's opinion, even mine, and I can't even vote yet. People ask, where's my voice? To me, it's easy. You can call, write, or email your elected officials anytime and let them know how you feel about an issue. Am I missing something?
Learn how you can make your voice heard by logging on to representativedemocracy.org.
Is that thing getting closer? Look how high that thing's going. Look out there, look at the debris.
Give me the camera.
No, just drive, I've got it.
Zoom in, zoom in.
I can't believe this is happening.
Oh, the size of that thing.
It's everywhere.
Are you getting this?
Yeah, I've got it. What was that?
It's the National Guard.
How'd they get here so fast?
I don't know.
Pull over, pull over.
Do you have what it takes to head into the heart of the storm? Check out NationalGuard.com.
Four wide out, slot man on the right side gets the handoff, and now it's Carmichael. Carmichael going to load it up and throw, far sideline, complete at the 15, and he catches it at the 10 and into the end zone for the touchdown. Georgia Military College went way back in the playbook. Carmichael with the throw, Jerome Grant with a catch at the 10. He went in for a touchdown untouched. As GMC, a little trickeration there.
Coach, you're home again this Saturday, playing a Chattahoochee Tech team in its second year. Somebody you got a little bit of familiarity with due to an early season scrimmage.
Yeah, we opened, I guess, competition, you can say, with a controlled scrimmage against Chattahoochee Tech back in August during camp. And, you know, again, second year, as you said, they're still club status. They should be elevating to full intercollegiate status next year. So, you know, we're hoping that Chattahoochee Tech is going to actually develop into a local rivalry for us, kind of like Middle Georgia was back when they were playing football. It was always a great game against them, very competitive. And Chattahoochee Tech's in the early stages of their program, so they're still building and doing those things to formulate a strong program. And I think with the population base that they're in the middle of, they're going to do well, and it's not going to take long to get them there.
What can we expect out of them offensively, defensively, scheme-wise?
Well, you know, defensively, they're going to look to be a 3-3 stack, kind of like us on defense. And, you know, they do apply a good bit of pressure, or they did in that scrimmage, and probably not as much so in the game film that we've seen on them this year. You know, offensively, you know, just looking at them on film, looks like they're going to try to spread you out a little bit and try to create some mismatches and open up some air to try to run the ball through. They really don't have a strong power running game. They try to get the rushing yardage just simply through spreading you out and trying to hit the cracks in there. And they got a couple of good skilled kids with some quickness and speed that can pop through there and give you some trouble if you're not doing a good job executing on defense.
Coach, is a year, you know, the year overall has been a successful year. You're 5-3 right now with 2 games to go. And I know this is the time that you really start looking toward, are you going to make a bowl run? Do you think there's a chance of that? And where do you kind of fit into that picture?
Well, you know, the biggest thing right now is for us to make sure we take care of the games each week. You know, for us to have a chance at a bowl invite, we've got to win out on the season. You know, with 3 losses, you know, even though they were to very high-ranked teams, I mean, they're all currently in the top 5 or 6 teams in the country, or at least going to the last poll they were. I assume they still will be. But 3 losses makes it kind of tough, so we really have to win out. We got to do a good job and get a strong win against Chattahoochee Tech this weekend, and then we got to take on a very tough Lackawanna team in that last regular season game that'll be played at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. But we'll have to do those things, I think, to gain the attention of some of the bowls that are out there as they look to fill in and get the best matchups for their bowl opponents throughout the country. So won't know anything on the near term. It's something that you know, have had some feelers out there and have had some conversations with some of the bowls and the bowl committees. But biggest thing we can do is make sure we take care of our job on the field, because if we don't, there's absolutely no chance of one. So we're focusing on that and knowing that we got to do that to have a chance. And the kids have really responded, I think, since Grand Rapids. You know, and we were playing better in many aspects leading up into that game, even though we fell short against them. But you know, really, I think we're starting to hit stride. I think that young linebacking core is starting to really play good on defense and starting to understand what we're trying to get to. And that's really has helped our defense play so well the last couple of weeks, and I look for that to continue.
Well, join us here next week for all your highlights. You've been watching The Burt Williams Show.